I fucking test. Okay, we're gonna fucking paint this thing. We're gonna get it all ready to go. We're gonna take it to the next gen season closer car show. I wasn't able to attend any of the other car shows next gen had. I really wanted to go, but I was always working, so it never worked out. But I'm not working on the last car show of the season, so we're gonna bring the buggy and we're gonna bring the mower because I brought the buggy last year or the year before, maybe 2 years ago. It still had the solid axle drivetrain and everything. It didn't have all this or the independent suspension, and people really seemed to like it. So we're gonna finish painting all these bars and all that stuff all green like the front. We are gonna get this thing stripped down to pretty much nothing. The motor's staying in. I'm not taking the motor out, but we'll take the rad out, fuel cell out, the exhaust off, upper and lower control arms, shocks, the whole axle and everything. And then the rest that I'm not taking out, we'll just tape off. So I think with like the bottom of the frame, I have painted it all black. See here, this is black and all under there is black. So I think all the square tubing, the main frame of it, I'm gonna do that black probably. Upper and lower control arms, spindles I wanna do black. These I wanna leave aluminum because they look really nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'll paint all the stuff that I'm painting green, I'll paint that first. And then the black stuff, it was actually like a Rust-Oleum, like a brush paint. So tape off wherever or just take my time. But yeah, so let's start getting this thing tore apart. And the only thing, I'd like to paint these springs green so they match the front. But I don't have a spring compressor. I mean, if I get to it, I'll get to it. But because the car show is in literally 3 or 4 days. 3 days? 4 days? Time crunch. It's the next gen fucking time crunch. All right, let's get this thing tore apart. Let's get this thing painted. Alright, I got most of it apart. I left the whole axle in here just because these aluminum things are pretty tight fit and they're kind of a bitch to get off. I'm just gonna tape them up real good. We'll paint around them. Same with the inside here, we'll just tape it all up. And then I'm gonna go over everywhere with the Scotch-Brite pad, get all the little surface rust off, and I'll wipe it down. Then we'll hit it with some primer and then paint. Oh, shit, get to it. Check out my fucking paint booth, man. I don't want overspray on any of my shit. And the rain keeps coming and going, so fuck the rain, man. So I ended up taking my axle out because I forgot I made a tool to pull those aluminum pieces off. Got them off, got them out of there. It's a lot better. Now I don't have to fucking work around an axle and shit. Pretty sure everything's taped off that needs to be taped off, so we're gonna hit it with some primer. Mean green paint. See how this shit works, you know? All right, we got her all primed up and everything. The reason why the bottom is white is because I had a can of gray and a can of white. I got a little trick for you guys. If you're painting something with lots of weird angles like this, like underneath and you know, all that stuff, you're working with a full can of paint or primer, always start with the awkward spots, because as your can runs out of paint, you gotta hold it more vertical rather than, you know, any awkward position. So if you save the awkward spots and you only have a little bit of paint left and you're holding it like this, you won't get any of that paint out of the can. It's a little trick. So let's hit it with some green. Alright, we got her all painted. Looks awesome. The other two are still drying. So I taped off everything that I don't want black. So all here is all gonna be black. So let's start laying the black down, then we can start assembling this thing. Well, the black looks like poop because it bled up the tape, but you know, it's one of those things that looks good from afar. Ah, whatever. So we got everything painted. We'll have to start putting it all together. All right, we got the buggy done. Check that out. I think we're ready for the car show. Not sure about the mower. We'll bring the mower, but it might be just a fancy door stopper, you know what I'm saying? But we'll bring both. This one runs for sure. That's gonna be it for this video. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. But if it ain't upgraded, you gotta upgrade it. See you in the next one.